Hello and welcome to Lord Fenton Gaming plays Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm your expert Assassin Lord Fenton. In today's video we're going to do the Kingfisher Questline, all 6 of them in fact. So I'm going to let this dialogue go on.
What's going on?
I'm here to check the warehouse's taxation records, but I'm being refused entry.
This matter is out of my hands.
Fine. The wheels of Evia will be greased once more. How much will it cost to get me the records?
That's not going to work this time, Agapios. The guards are under strict orders to not let anyone in or out of the warehouse. It's an order they will enforce, my friend. Take my advice. Stay away from that warehouse.
It's lucky your friend warned you.
Haha! He's just as corrupt as the rest of Evia. I fear there's nobody honest left.
Not all mercenaries are cutthroats. I can be trusted.
That remains to be seen.
What's causing the corruption?
A group called the Dagger are strangling Evia with their greed. They work from the shadows, controlling the nation with bribery and blackmail. The other reason I need the taxation records from that warehouse. I'm following a parchment trail which I believe will lead me to the person behind it all. But I'm too old to be breaking into guarded warehouses. Perhaps the shine on my drachmi can convince you to do it for me, huh?
I'll get the records for you.
Perhaps there is someone left in Evia who can be trusted.
Where can I find the records you're looking for?
I'll need a lot of evidence to find the person behind the dagger. One set of records won't be enough. They'll be scattered around the warehouse. And be sure to check the guard captain. Anything important he'll have on him.
What can you tell me about the man behind the dagger?
Other than he may not be a man, only his reputation is known. Cruel, driven by greed. A living noose around the neck of Evia. If we can't find out who he is and stop him, our fate is that of the Retrias. Total ruin!
The dagger? Dramatic name. Any particular reason?
They stab at Evia without honor. From the shadows, unseen, bleeding our nation of its lifeblood. A dramatic name, perhaps, but apt.
I'll find the records. The guards don't stand a chance.
They don't deserve a chance. For Evia to survive corruption and those who spread it must be crushed. I'll wait for you here.
I am back, and this quest, Death and Taxes, start out a series of chain quests. It keeps on going, about 6 times actually total. If you look for that island hopper trophy, where you have to do 20 quests on a certain island, this is one of them. You get 6 off the bat when you complete them, so that's not bad at all. So I'm going to try to do is get this part of the quest. So I'm going to probably talk through combat because I feel the need to explain this much further, of course. Like I said before, you should do all these quests if you're a trophy hunter. If you're not a trophy hunter, this is actually a great storyline too. It's pretty fun and entertaining. So yeah, I would advise doing these quests definitely. Because you may never know what you're going to get, and the experience on there is pretty good too. And plus, if you're a trophy hunter, you want those 20 quests knocked off, of course. I decided to put the entire quest chain on there in one video, so this way everybody get a nice reference. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a nice timestamp in each quest description, so you'll know what quest you're on and what's the count. I'll even put a number there. That's right, I'll number it all, so this way everybody who's watching this video will get the point, of course. And I will also label it the trophy name you should do, like a thing you do ASAP. So we're going to kill this guy right here real quick. And yep, he got yoinked. And now let's go turn this back to our quest guy. We are getting close to the quest guy to turn in, so when I get back I'll explain more. Here we go.
I found the records, Agapios.
My master would be pleased.
You're a slave.
Do I not look as you expect? Yes, Misthios, I am a slave. But I'm not without dignity. The local magistrate is my master, and I'm his most trusted servant.
I would rather die than be a slave.
Not all have the luxury of choice, friend. Nobody chooses to be a slave, but being one provides me food, shelter, safety, and security. Especially now, with Evia all but run by the Dagger. They cannot see past their greed. And if they go unchecked, we may all end up as slaves. If uncovering the identity of the Dagger's leader and finally stopping them sounds like something you'd be interested in, meet me and my master in the slave market.
I'll think about it.
Well, good news is we got 1 of 6 done. Death and taxes, of course, which is very important. And now we're going to get another quest to do, of course. So keep that in mind if you're doing the 20 island quests on certain islands. You already got 1 so far if you hadn't done it yet. So let's see what we have to do next, of course. Alright, next up is, I think it's Sharp Tongue. That's the second one we do. At the time of this video, I was doing these quests over and over again because I needed experience, money, and whatever. And at the time of the video, I didn't have my build, of course. I was sort of learning the game, so you get a fun-filled experience in that too. Also, you get to, at home, prove your tally against mine. Probably be better than mine, but still, it's all fun. What you're seeing right now is I'm upgrading my stuff. At the time of the video, I was upgrading the Spartan Kick, which my spec dropped it down to 1, but because I was like at the Spear level 3, I get to tier 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward the footage until we get to the quest person, so here we go on that. I am going to start part 2 of this quest, so there will be a cutscene. So that'll be 2 of 6 when I grab the quest. Of course, 1 completed, 1 active, and 4 to go. Here we go.
No. This can't... How is this possible?
Agapios, what's wrong? What have you found?
Master, it's a name. Written in the records over and over again. The name of the man leading the Dagger. The Kingfisher.
Once you know the Kingfisher's real name, bring him to a court of law. He and the Dagger have wounded Evia. Evia should have a chance to decide his fate.
Agapios, tell her.
When we were young, when we'd play, I was the Robin, and the Kingfisher was my brother. But he died. He should be dead. I mourned him. I made him a grave. Please, tell me he's not one of them. I beg you, tell me my brother's not a Dagger.
You know your brother better than these records. If you believe this Kingfisher isn't him, then you're right.
Thank you. Yes. The boy I knew, there's no way he could be involved in this.
When your brother died, did you see his body?
No. No body at all. No sign, no word, nothing. After Mater died, Pater was not as fit to feed us as he once was. So my brother made sure we never went hungry. He would fish every day until he didn't return.
Your brother can't have been born the Kingfisher.
Of course he wasn't. Neritos. His name was Neritos. Older than me. More trouble than me too. Fighting, stealing. But he always looked out for me.
Nothing is more important to Envia's survival than stopping the Dagger. I'm sorry, old friend. The Kingfisher must be dealt with whether he's your brother or not.
Yes, Master. I understand. Please, Misthios, help me uncover the Kingfisher's true identity. We can clear my brother's name and stop the Dagger. Evia would be in your debt. More in your debt. The Magistrate's treasury runs deep. Your reward would not be small.
Whatever it takes, I'm in. Family can be complicated. We'll clear your brother's name and save all Evia while we're at it.
I know a farmer who's had dealings with the Dagger's inner circle. If anyone's seen the Kingfisher's true face, it's him.
I should pay him a visit. Any other leads?
There is a shipwreck along Evia's southern coast, and the theater in Galkis City has been spreading the Dagger's lies.
We're in a war. Ships are sunk daily. Why does this ship matter?
Because this ship appears to belong to the Dagger. A slave I trust waits by the temple above the ruins in Eretria. Speak with her to learn more.
You said you know a farmer who's had dealings with the Dagger. Maybe I could beat some information out of him.
No. He wasn't friends with them. He was targeted by them. He's rich. Or he was. Anytime someone in the Dagger needed to line their tunic with Rahmi, they'd visit him.
Then he may know the Kingfisher's true identity.
Which could clear my brother's name.
You mentioned an evil theater?
The theater in Galkis City is a more potent weapon than you realize, Misthios. The Dagger use propaganda to poison the minds of Evians. See what you can learn there.
You seem well connected. How is that?
For a slave, you mean? We are not without eyes and ears, Misthios. We see much, and we share it. Slave to slave. Needs, warnings, anything that might help us survive all the way from today to tomorrow.
I have enough to go on. And the Kingfisher. If I discover he's your brother, if he's the man behind the Dagger.
He won't be. Return to me when you've learned all you can.
I am back, and we got more quests to do, of course. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab these quests and make sure we do them. So there's 3 other quests, and there's one quest that links to the 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to grab one and see where we're going to go from here, of course. So like I said before, you should do this entire chain on this island because it goes for the Island Hopper trophy, or the 20 quest one on an island, well, certain ones. So let's see here. First one we're going to do is Dagger to the Heart. Now we're officially on number 2 and being tracked on that. So we're going to talk to the theater owner about the Dagger. That's right, this island's having problems with this person called the Dagger. We don't know who it is, but this whole entire quest chain, we will find out who it is. I'm not going to spoil it, so that's up to you all if you want to do it, but still, just do the quest. It's fun. Real fun. And just use my video as a reference guide if you're stuck on anything. Or if you feel like you want to make a different choice than I did, of course. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the cutscene go on in battle. So here we go on that.
I won't let you do something this stupid. Killing him won't solve anything, Praxilios!
But we can't just sit here and let him do this to us, Idia. To the children.
You think I don't have their well-being in mind?
Well, you certainly aren't acting like it.
How dare you!
Enough, you two!
Who do you think you are?
The Misthios is right. Calm down. It's bad for the...
Speak up, stranger.
Agapio sent me. He wants to prove his brother's innocence and destroy the Dagger.
His brother? Neritos? Didn't he die on...
Stop, Idia. We're in enough trouble as it is.
Tell me what you know.
Let's make a deal. Kill a man for me, Misthios. Help me, and I'll tell you about the Dagger's base of operations.
We've been through this. No killing. Talk to the man instead. Make him honor his word to pay us.
Deal. I will take care of your problem.
There's a man from the Dagger. He approached us one day to help them spread their agenda. We don't care about the Dagger. but we need the extra income.
He wanted us and the children to spread the message of the dagger in the theater and on the streets.
He's just using you. Exploiting your children for sympathy.
And now he intends to do it for free. He stopped paying us and threatened to come after our children if we didn't continue.
I was going to kill him myself, but Idia...
We can't just take a life like that, Prexileos. That's not us.
He lives in the large house in the middle of the city. Kill him, and we'll have drachmi for you.
Listen to yourself. Talk to the man, and posture if you must. But we aren't savages. I don't want to set a horrible example for the children.
I'll deal with the man. Just make sure you pay up.
If you need anything else, or forget where to find the Daggerman, speak to us again. That Dagger sympathizer has to die. He'll keep making us do his dirty work if I don't...
Alright, I'm back. We have the Dagger Associate. So I'm going to follow the marker or close to it since we have a clue. It's in the city. He lives in the southwest of Poseidon's temple. So I'm going to guess it's right there. Then again, it's probably not there really. So I'm going to follow my marker until we get close to a cutscene, of course. Alright, let's see if I'm close by. Let's follow the marker. Okay, I'm a little bit off on that. So we're going to mark it and mark it here. Okay, we're exactly closer than I intended to mark. Oh, I was way off by 20 meters, of course, plus. That's pretty bad. So what I'm going to do is when I get close by, I'm going to let the action go on. So here we go on that.
That's the big house they were talking about.
I can't keep doing this, but I have to. I have to do this. For family. Amistios, what do you want?
I'm just here to talk.
Did the theater couple send you? I already told them to leave me alone. Or else I...
Or else what? You'd hurt the children that live there?
As unfortunate as that is, I would. For my family, I'd do anything. Guards! We have an intruder!
Huh?
Your eyes on them, don't get caught off guard!
You are there!
He didn't look too dangerous.
I am back, and I love using that bow overpowering shot at lower levels. It's pretty fun. So now what I'm going to do is return to the theater couple. I'm going to let the fast forwarding commence. Here we go. Okay, I am back. Looks like we might have to do some combat. Here we go on that.
Mistios, I've sent the children away. Make sure this Dagger Malaka doesn't get to...
Shut up! We'll find every last one of your precious kids. They'll fetch a good price.
Release them this instant.
I'll let them go. After I've made a few cuts.
Malaka!
The Dagger doesn't appreciate your intrusions into our affairs.
Then you, Malakis, should get out of my way.
I'm a man that likes a little drama. So let's make this interesting. You, Mistios, seem to have a flair for the dramatic. And we are in a theater after all. So let's have you decide how this play will play out.
Get to the point.
Someone's got to die here today.
I won't let anyone die today.
If you don't make a choice between these two lovebirds, I'll kill them both.
I don't think he's playing around, Mistios.
But like I was saying, someone's got to die. But just one. It's always more fun when one lover is alive to watch the other bleed. So, meddling Mistios, tell us, who should live?
Save Idia, Mistios.
What? No! Save Prexileos, Mistios. The kids can't do
No,
without him.
save Idia, please. You'll be
All
saving
right,
Robin.
time's up. Pick an ending to our little play, Mistios.
I'll save them both, but you will die, Dagger scum.
Wrong answer.
Skiros! Mistios, get to Skiros! Tell Agapios!
That's where they control Evia from! Stop them!
You little!
I won't let your die.
Well, looks like I let the couple die, which is a big mistake. Hopefully it's not that big. But good news is the quest is done, so that's probably 2 of 6, or 2 of 7 if you count the one holding all the other chain quests, of course. Still, it's going towards the 20 quests on certain islands, which is this one. So let's go to our next one, shall we? Well, let's see what's next on our quest list. So let's go review that right now. Okay, we got 3 and 4. Let's do the Taxman Cometh. For freedom isn't free, of course. So we'll click on that and let's see where we're gonna go. Besides, we're gonna dust that or not. Let's see here. We're gonna go. Look like we're gonna go northwards, more like northwest. So what I'm going to do is, since this is a long way, I'm going to speed up the footage. So here we go on that. Looks like we're getting close by the quest giver, so I'm going to let the cutscene go on, and here we go.
Mistios! Up here! Please don't make me sound!
I need to speak with your husband.
Oh, forget him. I need your services.
Is that right?
Would you fetch me a drink? The slaves are all busy and I'm quite parched.
No. The wine's right next to you. Tell me where I can find your husband.
Somewhere on the Eastern Road, I think, delivering wheat and grapes. Come to think of it, I haven't seen him in days. A lot of days. Weeks? Oh. Oh no, I think he might be in trouble.
I hear husbands can be hard to keep track of. They're always getting lost.
I've been through 3 already. I don't want to lose this one too.
Your husband must have enemies or something. Someone who might want to make him go missing.
The Dagger. If you're wealthy, they're your enemy. A local captain and his Malaki's Dagger friends visit as often as they please, demanding made-up taxes and beating my husband if he doesn't pay. Will you find him? Will you find my husband?
Don't worry. I'll find him.
Thank you. Is there anything else I can tell you?
Any idea where I should look for your husband?
He's been trying to find ways to get his shipments past the Dagger's forces on the road east of here. Anytime his carts ride by, the troops on patrol take a cut. More of their godless Malaki's taxes. My husband usually waits on the road directly south of the cave until it's clear.
I want you to tell me everything you know about the Dagger.
Daggers? They're like cute little baby swords.
What? No, the Dagger you just mentioned.
Oh, right. They're just men, Mistios. Greedy. Delusions of grandeur. Bleeding dry the drachmae of poor innocent slave masters like me.
I've heard enough. I'll head east and find your husband.
Thank you, Mistios.
Alright, look like we got to talk to a farmer, and since we are in explorer mode, just bust open your map, whatever key you have on the PC or the consoles, and it's giving us a hint. It's south of the Cargaris cave. I clicked it right, so what I'm going to do is speed up the footage towards that cave, so here we go. I am back from fast forwarding the footage, so we are a little bit close by. Let's use our eagle to check things out. Alright, I was at the right marking this time. Exactly spot on. Alright, looks like it says the husband's carts. And looks like we might have to get into some serious trouble, of course. Alright, let's see how close we could get before I get into a combat or something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the cutscene or action go on. So here we go.
What happened here?
Guards. Malakis got up guards. They wanted taxes. They always want taxes. Took my master up to the Distos fort. He should have paid their stupid taxes. He should have paid.
Well, looks like we have to go into a fort. I think I cleared that out already. I have a tendency in this game to clear many forts out before doing it. Later on in my playthroughs, I decided to just hit the main quests or certain important hubs instead. But still, it's all good. So, all I'm going to do is mark the fort. That's where you need to go. Which is that's it right there. It tells you the fort's well defended, but I'll find my way to get it. Since this is going to be a long trip, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed up the footage until we get near the fortress. So here we go. I am back. This is a long quest for number 3, alright. But still, we're getting close by the fortress. I gave myself a little bit more meters to explain what we're going to do, of course. We're going to clear the entire fortress out, I believe. Reason why is this. Well, there's prisoners in there. I'm afraid I don't want them to die because of the things I'm about to do to certain people, of course. Well, many bad things, of course. I do mean many bad things at all. That's right, a lot of people are going to get hurt. So when I get close to the fortress, I'm going to do is I'm going to let the action go on, since this is a stealth run or near a direct approach. I don't know which. So here's the action.
You should get out of here.
I need to stay hidden.
Luck is running out.
I should have been here. I'm not a slave. I'm not sure who you are, but I'm grateful.
No matter what happens, keep going. I won't let you die.
Come on. I know a secret way out. It feels like every 2 weeks they're locking me up in here.
I am back. That was a lot of action, and I decided to let the dialogue go with the farmer. So I'm going to kill this guard first. Alright, he's gone. So we're going to get to the farmer safe location and speak to him to complete the quest, I believe, or at least get a next checkpoint towards it. That was a lot of killing in that fortress. Combination of stealth, bow, and melee. Or I should say, hunter, warrior, and assassin. Yeah, all three of those got some extra mileage to it, which is pretty good, of course. We are getting close by to the cutscene, so I'm going to let that happen.
You saved me.
Surprised?
It's just... you look more like a hired killer than a hero.
Man named Agapios believes you may be able to identify the Kingfisher. If I find out who he is, I can stop the dagger.
Ah, so it's just Evia you're here to save. Still, thank you.
I need to know everything I can about the dagger.
They have such ambition. A legendary greed. They appear to be pirates, yet they're organized, funded, well-connected. There may be more than just the Kingfisher pulling their strings.
Don't worry. Taking on shadowy organizations is my specialty. Whatever you know about the Kingfisher, I also need to know.
He'd visit me, the Kingfisher and his Malakas flock, demanding their taxes. I kept him fed. I kept him rich. If I tell you his name, I'm a dead man.
Say it!
I can't. What he'll do to me. What he'll do to my wife.
Give me his name!
Neritos. His name is Neritos. Just make sure you stop him.
Agapios' brother. It is him. I still need to meet all of Agapios' contacts.
I am back, and you can mark that Taxman Cometh number 3 off the list. So that's 3 so far done in this video. We got 3, 4 to go. It depends on the one you want to count. So now we're on Blood and Water, which is number 4. Well, it looks like we do have some climbing before we speak with the contact. Well, this contact is far away, which is pretty good. Pretty bad too if the contact's in danger. So it depends on your perspective. I'm going to say it's pretty good for now until I draw too much attention. So what I'm going to do, there's going to be some cutscene ahead. I'm going to let that roll. Here we go.
Did Agapios send you?
Yes.
Were you followed?
No.
Are you sure you weren't followed?
There was no way I was followed. I made sure of it.
You covered every track?
Every single one.
Malaka's liar! You've led them right to me.
Who?
The dagger. Their corruption, their reach, it's limitless. They're watching that shipwreck, and I don't doubt they're watching you.
How do you know the dagger is watching the shipwreck?
I see them row out to it. Men dive down and never come up. Those who do are half-drowned and terrified. They're forced to go back down again and again until they're dead. The dagger's looking for something and won't stop until they've found it.
What exactly went down with the ship?
I'm not sure. All I know is that this particular ship was part of the dagger's fleet. They keep trying to salvage whatever's down there. If it's important to the dagger, then it's important to us.
How did you get involved in all of this?
It was my master's boat that engaged the dagger's ship, but he and many of his men perished in the ensuing battle.
I will get whatever's down there.
Thank you. Is there anything you need to know before leaving?
Where exactly is the shipwreck?
Directly south of here. You can't miss it. Some of the debris is still visible on the surface.
You must know a few things about Agapios.
Oh, I could tell you many things about Agapios. But I'll tell you the only thing that matters. He's a good man. He values trust above all else.
I have enough to go on.
Whatever's in the ship's cargo is of great interest to the dagger. If you can get it, then maybe my master didn't die for nothing. Meet me down in Eretria when you're done. Misthios, over here.
I am back. So what we have to do is use that boat to get to where we need to go. Since it's a little bit real close, all I'm going to do is drive it. But let me explain about the sunken area, of course. The sunken area has a quest item, what we need, number 1. And number 2, if you're doing the Child Poseidon by looting all 42 locations, this is one of them. So yeah, this video is getting some extra mileage. Not only with the island hopping quests, but also the shipwrecks and underwater treasures. So that's all good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the action go on until we get back on our boat. So here we go.
Blade. This must be what the dagger is after. Now to find the woman in Eretria.
I am back, and look like we did a good job of looting up the treasure and such, which is some ancient daggers. So we're going to return to the contact. I am going to hit the fast forward button this time. So here we go. Alright, we're close by, so we're going to do a cutscene and look like I think we might get into combat. Way the last quest look with the theater couple. So I'm going to start fighting. Here we go.
What's your interest in the ship?
Interest? No, I haven't. Help! Somebody help me!
Attack!
Are you hurt?
I...
Don't be afraid. You're safe.
Thank you for saving my life. Did you find anything?
I found this blade, covered in strange markings. The important item the dagger was after was... a dagger?
This blade! It's used for sacrifices in the name of Achilles. The dagger must be devoted to him. Find the right temple of Achilles, and you'll find the dagger. But which is the right temple?
What will you do once the dagger's gone?
It'll be nice to live without fear, but I'm still a slave without a master.
A slave without a master is free. Agapios will know when I show the blade to him. You should find a safe place to lie low until this is over.
There's nowhere for me to go. I only have the clothes on my back.
Here, this should help you get started.
Thank you, Misthios. I'll never forget what you've given me. Freedom.
I still need to meet all of Agapios' contacts.
Well, mark number 4 done on the list. That should do it right there. And I believe the other one's done too. We got a new quest called Sharp Tongue. So we get to return to the quest giver of the original quest chain, of course. So let's do that right now. I'm going to skip ahead time, so here we go on that. Alright, I skipped ahead. I think we're on number 5 right now, which is all good. So what we're going to do is we're going to get to the original guy who starts us on this path, which is real good. I do mean real good. So I'm just overlooking the map, of course, make sure everything's there, and make sure everything's fine, of course. You may never know, so what I'm going to do is jump down here, yep, go over here, yep. So there's going to be a cutscene ahead, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that happen. So here we go on that.
You've returned. What did you learn?
The dagger's base is on Skiros. They seem to be planning a ritual at the Temple of Achilles.
What did you learn about my brother? Is he alive? Is he the Kingfisher?
I'm sorry, Agapios. Neritos is the Kingfisher. The dagger is his operation.
Neritos always was getting himself into trouble. A temple to Achilles on Skiros, you said?
Agapios!
Stop, slave! Stop, slave! Guards! Guards!
No! That man earned his freedom long ago. Thanks to you, the dagger's true face has been revealed and Euboea has a chance at survival. You've earned your reward. Though I fear victory will not be as simple as storming Skiros, the Kingfishers hid in the shadows for decades. There will be more to do before the end. Help me. Help Euboea.
I'll see what I can do.
Good. Good. I'll lead a small force to Smuggler's Dock on Skiros. Meet me there, and together we'll finally crush the dagger.
I am back from that cutscene, and look like number 5 is officially done. If you want to count freedom, is it free? As number 6, go ahead. pretend yourself you're behind the 8 ball, so we'll ignore that one since it's a chain one connecting to it. Now we're on the final one, number 6 or 7, depends on your perspective. This is the last quest of it, of course. So up ahead will be battle and then some cutscene. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow that go on, and then after all the action is finished, I'll speak with the magistrate. Here we go.
Misthios, you came. We need you now more than ever. Please help us finish the dagger.
I'm in.
If the information you uncovered is accurate, it won't just be the Kingfisher at the temple. It's a gathering of the dagger's leadership. You can wipe them all out and free Evia from their control.
Agapius will not allow his brother to be harmed.
I love Agapios, but Evia must come first. When this is all over, I'll make sure your reward finds its way to your boat. Evia thanks you for your service.
Alright, so what's going to happen is we're going to have to get to the top of the temple. Well, the temple of Achilles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed up the footage towards that. So here we go. I am back from fast forwarding the footage. Up ahead is going to be a big cutscene, which is very important for this quest chain. So what I'm going to do is climb to the exact top. Then I'm going to let the cutscene go on right about, I think, now.
So this is what's become of my brother. You've clawed your way back from Hades, back to life, only to take the lives of others.
Not from Hades, little Robin, from the ocean floor. Poseidon remained silent as I drowned. I saved me. Me! There are no gods, only mortals. Know that, and you'll know everything you need to rule this world.
Not everyone wants to rule the world. Some of us just want to live in it.
Ah, Misthios.
Kingfisher.
No! His name's Neritos. He's not just some code name you can cross off. He's my brother. He's family.
Family's all that matters.
Yes, yes. No one has to die here. Listen, brother, please.
You've been a slave, brother, but the world is my slave. Its wonders, its wine, its people. We could be masters together. We were always meant to fly, little Robin.
Agapios, you can't trust the Kingfisher. Think of what he's done to our people. Think of the lives he's ruined.
He's my brother. I can save him. I know I can save him. Please, Master Misthios, there's no need for violence.
You know him better than anyone.
When we first met, you said nobody could be trusted. I'll never believe that. I can't live in that world. I trust him.
I hope you're right.
Neridos, brother, remember when we were young, when we'd run through the streets of Kalkis?
Father chasing us?
He couldn't catch little birds, so little birds we became.
The Robin and the Kingfisher.
We can be again. Skiros and Evia and the Dagger. We can leave them all behind.
And never return?
We can fly.
Then fly, little Robin. Fly!
No!
Agapios! Goodbye, brother. The dagger is mine. The Greek world is mine. No one will take that from me. Not my brother, and not you. Misthios.
The dagger ends now.
Agapios, my oldest friend. I never should have let you go. Why did I let you go?
You gave Agapios a great gift. He got to be free. For a moment.
A moment. I suppose that's all any of us ever gets. With the Kingfisher dead and his lieutenants crushed, the dagger's done. Evia's free thanks to you.
I hope it was worth the price.
It's freedom. It's always worth the price. Here, hero of Evia.
I am back, and that's a tragic end to this quest, unfortunately. Good news is I did kick the Kingfisher off the ledge. That was awesome. Well, that's all the time for this video. You should have 6 done. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Please like, comment, and subscribe my channel. Laters all.